Hello everyone, and welcome back for a new video. This right here is the 120 dual sand comp semi-automatic, one push, reusable cobwebs, and all that shit. First of all, I just want to show you that it works and stacks up. If I put TNT in it, yeah, it did. Alright. There we go. You see we have a decent scatter on it as well. But let's go ahead and go to 20 chunks. So now that I patched that up, okay, there's one more here. Then I think we should go ahead to the cannon again and then try to shoot this bad boy. I just want to show you that all the walls here is actually ready to be shot at. And then if you go here, you'll see that there's 20 chunks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then we have maybe like 4 or 5 blocks here, so we should be good. So let's go ahead and shoot at that range. It should probably work. Or at least that's what I hope. I did test it multiple times before I went out and do this. But let's just see it fire out, and then let's see if we can go to the wall. We should see that it should be broken. And this is, keep in mind, this is 20 chunks away. That means this right here, I'm running out right now, is a full buffer. And then, of course, the wall is this right here. That if you're not taking consideration other people's claims. Alright, so 125 is the whole at. So let's go. Actually, let me set a home here. It's going to be a lot easier for us to go back and forward. So 125 was the whole size. Let's see if we are clipping at all. If not, then let's go ahead and shoot some more times. It looks like we're not really... Yeah, we're definitely not clipping. We're shooting way over. We're shooting right here. So that means that the pillar goes right... The pillars goes right here. So we have 2 blocks, which is pretty good. Of course, you need to keep this sand up. So let's stack that up. And of course, you can stack it up as high as you want. It all depending on what server you're playing on. I know that Royalty only allows 30 blocks of sand up, or else it wouldn't push down, and stuff like that. So it's kind of important that you take in consideration the server you're playing on. Let's go to the wall again here as soon as it shoots out. There we go. You should see it go down. And it is, let me count here. Let's see how many blocks this is. It should be around 30, 32 maybe. Alright, so that's 33 blocks. That is pretty decent. As you see, we can continue shooting. Of course, all this sand here, don't worry about it. It's because we are unloading the chunks. Of course, some of it accidentally breaks. But we should be fine to shoot one more time. There we go. Alright, okay. Maybe I shot a bit too fast. Let's go back again. Alright, TP'd a bit too fast. Maybe we should load in the chunks. That's kind of when you're like one person trying to shoot 20 chunks, is that you kinda need to load the chunk before it's fully done and stuff like that. So you see right here, it just fell down because it didn't load the chunks. So let's try one more time where I stay here a little while before I go. That way we know it's working 100%. That should be right there. Yeah, that worked perfectly. Now if we go back again, should be able to see we do have the sand up. And wait it out here. There we go. That worked as well. Yep, there it goes. The next one right here, and you see you can actually shoot inside the base as well, so it should have enough power for you to actually do stuff inside the base as well. And it shoots fast. It shoots really fast. It's a one push, so it is shooting extremely fast, and it's keeping those 2 blocks right here. So meaning you could still be able to shoot it from this range right here if the walls were down here. But if you add one more, then it will clip. So you're actually 2 above it. Which means you could probably waste the barrel if you're meeting filters or having issues on those. You can waste the barrel. But yeah, let's see how fast it shoots. And of course, we need to put this here down so we get some kind of feeling that it actually works while we're shooting it. I do think we should add a little bit more wet sand here so we know where we're shooting. Alright, so this line right here is only taking 1 layer at a time, so you don't really need it that far up. Same with this one, only 1 line. But this one right here is kind of what takes out a lot. So make sure you fill that plenty up. Let's fill that up, and let's see how fast we can shoot. You should be able to shoot maybe 3 or 4 times without loading anything. But to be honest, have some alts up there, guys, and you should be fine. So now that we're shooting, we have to wait a little bit, but we can shoot again now. So that means every time you see that explosion right there, that is when the power fires it out. So you'll be able to shoot every single time that one goes off, and maybe with a little bit more, or actually a little bit earlier, due to being able to actually go through the text before it actually goes. Which is making this cannon damn fast, and you can rate somebody really, really fast. As you see right now, I am actually shooting quite fast. And of course, if you have some autos up there, printing in sand, it doesn't take that much time to do this. And that's because it's a one push, it's easy to get out, it doesn't really push that many times. And probably something to do with we don't really use 3x boosters that much. We are more into 2x boosters in this case here, so of course it's going to give you a little bit more time. But it's not really something that's countable, but it still gives you a little bit of time. And as you see, we can still shoot here, and we should see that after this, there's nothing wrong with in here or anything like that. So no sand has got stuck in the way while we were cannoning, and hopefully we will still be able to shoot, and the scatter works fine, as you see, every single time. Which is perfect. And of course, I shot maybe 6 times, but I built this up 100 high. From Y20 and Y25, so it is actually shooting damn fast, and that's why it makes it such a good cannon if your server doesn't allow auto cannons. So for some reason they don't really work. You'll be able to use this 120 here. I personally like the 120 the most, but if you really want to get the most out of your sand, use the 100 that's over there, because it is using 108 sand before it closes. This one doesn't do it. I'm pretty sure this is something a little bit more aggressive. Let's see what we can get out of this one here. I'm pretty sure this is 20 more sand, and that's fine as well. Yeah, you can't make it close exactly at what sand you need. Or you can play around with it, maybe you'll find it. But here we have 144 sand, which is gonna give us a disadvantage. Maybe if you have to fly up here yourself or walk up here and place every single sand yourself without a printer. That might give you an advantage because you are actually stacking 20 more sand in the sand comp that you don't need at the wall, but it is still kind of a cannon used for Schematica printer sand, and so please be aware that it is using 20 more sand that it really needs to. You cannot change that, or well, you possibly can. You have to do something else than this then. But removing the repeater puts it down to around 110 or something like that, and of course that's not going to be enough to stack. So let's go over the cannon here and what it is as well. Right here we have the dual sand comp, which means that there is sand comps on on both sides here. Every single side, or every single of these sides, have their own power here shooting it out, as well as the other side have a power shooting out. They do go into a second booster as one. There's not 2 of these boosters, just one to shooting it that way, because we don't really need 2. We could probably do 2, but that wouldn't really be fun. But all in all, guys, really good cannon. We have a 9 long. I'm pretty sure this is 9 long. If I counted something wrong, I'm sorry. 9 long, 12 high. Yes, 12 high, and that gives us 216 sand. Sorry, TNT, 108. Yeah, 216 TNT. So you should be able to shoot at least 25-30 chunks before actually doing anything to the cannon. Maybe if the wall is extremely close to the cannon, the scatter might go up. But you could just add a tick to the hammer. You should be fine. But these ticks here should be going good all the way around, even at 20 chunks or 15 or whatever. But of course, we are going to go through the cannon's ticks here. And of course, if you want to change the cannon's tick for some reason, you can change this right here. But if you do that, you have to change it over here as well. Remember that. Archon ticks, meaning that you don't get this second line of water. Let's get rid of this right here. There we go. And of course, you just reduce that by 1 single tick. I'm pretty sure this is enough sand. We'll see if this is enough sand. But if you reduce it with 1 tick, it should be Archon ticks. As far as I investigated, it should be enough, as you see. It is working perfectly. There's no second line, meaning you're not gonna get the gen of doom. So this right here, one less tick here, is the Archon ticks. Personally, I don't like using that. I don't know, because I just don't play in servers that does the ladder thing. So I always want to have it on a full repeater here. But of course, on Archon, you'll have to do it like that. You can do that as well. It doesn't really matter. Over here, we have the 2x booster that we're probably going to use for a while. We do need to change your 3x booster somehow. It's probably going to be up in the other cannons here, but the 2x here is just a little bit faster than a 3x booster. Same we have for the power, we have 2x boosters, 9 long, 12 high, as already explained to you. Right here we have the TNT ingressors, so you can shoot east and west. Of course, sometimes on some servers you can't not place water right here. And you can't do that because the ladder's in the way. Well, all you have to do is just place water and then place the glass on afterwards, and that should be alright. A little bit of lag there. Over here we have the slap bust. You can change the slap bust, and if you want to shoot down a hybrid shot or something with the slap bust, you can add a repeater right here. Or if you want to do something else with the slap bust, you can do that by adding it right here. You can have a maximum of, I'm pretty sure you can have 2 full. So it's gushy. All in all, a good cannon, guys. A really good cannon, especially if your server doesn't allow auto cannons for some reason. It's a good cannon. But let's go ahead and water this up. Right here we have the TNT compression, sand compression. We need to water that, so let's go ahead and do that like this. And of course we are not really going up to using too much sand yet, so of course we can still have this 6 long without any problems. And I want to keep it that way for the most of the cannons due to the sand falling down, breaking the water down here, and it can actually explode, which is pretty bad. We don't want that at all, because you're going to need some TNT right here, or you can do it right here, having TNT fall down here. But I haven't really done much into it. So just water it like this, guys, and then let's move on here. We do have the sponge right here, meaning that the water will not fall out. So be aware of that. But all in all, every single cannon you do, just do something like this, and just simply spam the button here throughout the entire thing. And of course, the booster here needs to go right up here. Or well, you can do it one down, but I kind of like it to do it like this. After you've done that, then you need to do the slap bust up here. You can easily water that like this. There's a glass on the top. After that, you need the hammer down. Just smash it in at the top here. You should be good. After you've done that, you should have a fully water cord. Make sure that it goes all the way out. I've seen examples where this source right here is missing and it does something like this. So make sure that that's not the case. So just make sure that is all water cord. Right here we have the red sand, and of course someone or somebody might water that wrong and don't have what is called, how can I do that, like that. Oh yeah, there we go, something like this. And of course, if you've done that, go ahead and water core it. You can't really destroy any redstone, because I see I placed this block right here, which allows you to actually just fill it up like this if that's what you want to do. Which is gonna, it's probably, yeah, if the source is here, it's not gonna break it, which is pretty good, I guess. And again, the TNT realigner, we need to water that as well. Break the glass, place it right there, place the glass on top of it, and you should be good to go. There's not really anything else. I forgot to water cover. You can always check that by simply just going in and checking here if something is missing. Doesn't look like it, so now you should be ready to fire. And you should not have to change any text just yet. Maybe if the wall is a bit too close, then maybe add a tick to the hammer, but I highly doubt that you're gonna need it, because even after, what is this, a little bit over 1 chunk, it still runs on the same ticks, and 20 chunks away it still ran on the same ticks, so that shouldn't really have the issue. I'm trying to do it so you don't have to change ticks too much, because that is where people kind of fuck up sometimes. So I'm gonna try to do my best not to make you change too much on the cannon, simply just build it and shoot it. That's kind of my goal. But I think that's just a bit for this video here. There's not really much more about this cannon here. You probably saw my other videos about the other reusables down here, so there's really much more into it. let me just quickly think, because we do have the TNT realigner. Again, I'm gonna say it, remember to water it like this, because if it's gonna blow up, that's just gonna be very sad for you guys. And of course, if you don't want a big scatter, go ahead and take this out like that, or something like that. Or if you want a bigger scatter, you can change this out with a block going like this or something. But you'll probably figure something out. If you know your way around scatters, you'll be able to figure something out. But I think that's about it for this video here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, please like this video here and comment down below if you have any issue, questions, whatsoever you might have with this cannon or another cannon for that sake. And as always, guys, remember to subscribe to my channel. My name is Dexter, and I'm out.